Hi everyone, welcome back sa aking channel. So for today's video, we will discuss day 5, numbers 197 to 200 of 1001 solve problems in engineering mathematics. So this is all about one clock problem at merong tatlong variations. Okay, so let's start. Number 197 from GE board noong February 1997. From the time 6:15 p.m. to the time 7:45 p.m. of the same day, the minute hand of a standard clock describe an arc of, okay, so i-drawing muna natin. So ito yung clock natin. So ang sabi from 6:15 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. of the same day. So focus lang tayo sa minute hand, okay? The minute hand of a standard clock describe an arc of. So ilan daw yung arc na na-travel nung minute hand. So from 6:15, so drawing natin yung 6:15. Ito yung 6:15. Siyempre nasa 3 yan, 15. 6:15. And then papunta siyang 7:45. So 7:45, so yung minute hand ay nandito sa 9. 7:45, malapit na siya dito sa 8. Okay? So ang tanong, ilan daw yung na-travel? Ilan yung arc? Okay, so from 6:15 na papunta dito. Kapag hanggang dito 15, ayan, hanggang dito sa 45, yan ay 6:45 pa lamang. So ang hinahanap natin ay 7:45 dapat. So 6:15 to 6:45, 1/2 revolution. Okay? 1/2 revolution, and then isa pang revolution dapat kasi 7:45 yung oras natin. So isa pang revolution pabalik dito. So ayan, so yan na yung 7:45. So therefore, ilan lahat siya? Meron siyang 1/2 revolution tsaka 1 revolution. So sa clock, dahil circle yan, ang 1 revolution ay 360 degrees. So syempre yung 1/2 revolution, itong red ay kalahati ng 360, 180 degrees. So therefore, i-total lang natin yan para makuha natin yung arc na describe ng minute hand ng from 6:15 to 7:45 p.m. So the sum is 180 plus 360 degrees. Therefore, ang arc na nabuo ay 540 degrees. The correct answer is letter D. Okay, so next problem. Number 198 from EE board ng April 1990. So a storage battery discharges at a rate which is proportional to the charge. If the charge is reduced by 50% of its original value at the end of 2 days, how long will it take to reduce the charge to 25% of its original charge? So buuin muna natin ang ating magiging equation dito. So storage battery discharges. Ayan. So discharges, ang gagamitin natin dito sa discharge ay D, first letter na lang, at a rate which is proportional. So ang keyword dito, proportional. Pag sinabing proportional, same yan ng varies directly. Or yan, direct variation pag sinabing proportional. Proportional to the charge. So charge, ang gagamitin natin ay C. Therefore, ang ating equation ay D equals KC. So tandaan, ang proportional, same yan ng varies directly. Okay, so itong magiging equation natin. So tapos, pag nagsosolve ng variation, mas madalig gumagamit ako ng table. Ilalagay ko lang yung D, tsaka yung C. Tapos sa problem, meron dyan, sigurado yan, meron yang 2 pairs na given dyan. Okay, so D tsaka C. So sabi, if the charge is reduced by 50% of its original value. Ang original value natin itong C. Ito yung 100% or 1C. In decimal, ang 50% that is 0.5. 0.5 daw ng original. Okay, so yun yung charge. 0.5 minus natin dito sa 1C, therefore that is equal to 0.5C. Okay, so ito yung unang pair natin, 50% of its original value at the end of 2 days. Ayan. So first pair, ang D ay 2 tapos ang C ay 0.5C. So syempre kapag variation nga, kailangan may 2 pairs tayo dyan na given. So dito na sa pangalawa, isa-solve natin, how long? How long will it take to reduce the charge to 25% of its original value? Ito yung hinahanap natin, pwede kayo maglagay ng variable dito or letter D na lang, same na lang din ito. Okay? Dahil yun nga yung sinasolve natin. So ang sabi, reduce the charge to 25%. So pag sinabing 25%, hindi pa ito yung ilalagay natin dito, kundi ima-minus pa natin yung 25% sa 100%. So 100% minus 25%, that is 75% of its original charge. So ang 75% in decimal ay 0.75 times the original, so 0.75C. Okay, so ito na yung magiging yung given natin dito. So pwede nating i-convert ito sa fraction. Kung gusto nyo, pwede namang diretsong decimal na. So meron nga palang two ways para mag-solve tayo ng ganitong problem ng variation. Pwedeng i-solve natin yung k, or another first solution, pwedeng i-substitute natin itong first pair natin dito sa equation natin, solve for k. Okay, so ang d natin ay 2, and then k, and then ang c natin ay 0.5c. Okay, so times 0.5c. Okay, and then solve for k, so divide natin both sides by 0.5c. So divide both sides by 0.5c, cancel out na ito. Therefore, k is equal to 2 over 0.5c. Gawin lang natin itong whole number para nakakalito pag may decimal. Multiply natin ang both the numerator and denominator by 2 para itong 0.5. Ang 0.5 kasi 1/2. So 1/2 times 2 or 0.5 times 2, that is equal to 1. So masisimplify ang value ng k ay 2 times 2, we have 4 over 0.5 times 2, 1 na lang yon, times c, so we have 4 over c. And then substitute naman natin itong second pair natin. So yung d wala pang value, so ilagay lang natin d. Tapos yung k may value na tayo, ang value ng k ay 4 over c. And then multiply natin itong value ng c, 0.75c. So maka-cancel out lang itong c. Therefore, d is equal to 4 times 0.75. So 4 times 0.75, that is equal to 3. Therefore, the value of d is 3 days. Correct answer is letter A. So yung another solution nga pala dito, pwedeng isolve lang natin yung k. So di ba meron tayong d equals kc. Pwedeng solve for k lang tayo, divide both sides by c. Okay, and then ito, ang magiging equation natin, lagyan lang natin ng subscript. D sub 1 over C sub 1 equals D sub 2 over C sub 2. So pwede na natin i-substitute itong yung dalawang pairs natin. Ito yung subscript na 1, ito naman yung subscript na 2. So therefore, we have, ang D daw natin ay 2 over 0.5C equals dito sa pangalawa. So we have D over 0.75C. So pwede nang makancel out itong C. Pag multiply both sides by this, so ito mapapapunta lang dito, we have 2 times 0.75C over 0.5C. That is the value of D. Pwede nang makancel out itong C. So tapos we have 2 times 0.75, that is 1.5 divided by 0.5. So the answer is 3. So same answer, magkaibang solution. So parehas na ang sagot natin, ang D ay 3. Okay, so next number 199. From ECE board ng April 1990, the resistance of a wire varies directly with its length and inversely with its area. Okay, so combination na ito. May varies directly and inversely. If a certain piece of wire 10 meters long and 0.10 centimeters in diameter has a resistance of 100 ohms, what will its resistance be if it is uniformly stretched so that its length becomes 12 meters? Okay, so buuin natin ang ating equation dito. Sabi, the resistance, so R ang gagamitin natin, first letter, equals, ayan, of a wire varies directly. So varies directly, ibig sabihin yan, R equals K. Magkakaroon tayo ng constant. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng varies directly, may constant tayo na K. Varies directly with its length. So pag directly, nasa numerator lang yung L natin. Okay? And inversely, pag sinabi namang inversely, yung K lagi nasa numerator, yung inversely nasa denominator yan. And inversely with its area. So nasa denominator yung area, this will be our equation number 1. Okay. May equation number 1, ibig sabihin may equation number 2 tayo. Kasi dito sa next statement, if a certain piece of wire 10 meters long, yan, 10 meters long, ayan yung length, and 0.10 centimeters in diameter. Okay, so wala namang 0.10 centimeter diameter. Wala namang diameter dito sa ating equation, R equals KL over A. So nagkaroon tayo ng diameter dito. So meron tayong given na resistance ulit, resistance of 100 ohms. Okay, so kailangan natin dito yung resistance, yung ayan, yung R, and then we have L, yung length, tapos A. Pero walang given na A dito sa problem. So kung walang given na A, so gagawa tayo ng way para ma-solve natin gamit ito. So alam natin may given dito diameter. So ibig sabihin, kunin natin yung volume. Ang formula ng volume ay equal sa area times length. Okay? Kasi itong may diameter, ibig sabihin yung wire natin para yung cylinder. Para yung cylinder na, ayan, na sobrang nipis lang. Dahil merong diameter, ibig sabihin circle. Okay? So therefore, ang area ng volume ay area nitong maliit na circle times the length. Okay? So ito yung length natin. Okay? Tapos itong area ng circle dito. So therefore, ang volume niyan ay area times length. So solve natin yung area dito dahil walang given na area dito sa problem natin. Solve for A, divide both sides lang natin by L. Therefore, ang area natin ay equal sa V over L. So ito yung equation number 2 na isa-substitute natin dito substitute natin tong area equals VL dito sa equation number 1. Okay, so substitute lang natin and then ang equation natin ay magiging R is equal to KL. Etong divided by A over A, pwede nating isulat yan as divided by A. Ayan, para madaling mag-simplify nito. Kasi V over L, magiging complex fraction. So, imbis na fraction bar, ginawa ko lang division. So, ilagay ko dito V over L. Okay, so tapos pag nagdi-divide tayo ng fraction, ang ginagawa natin ay gawing multiplication tapos reciprocal. We have L over V. So therefore, ang gagamitin nating equation ay R is equal to K. Dalawa yung L times L. We have L squared over V. Okay, so ito na ang gagamitin natin na equation. Okay, so ilagay na natin yung mga given natin na given sa problem natin. So ang sabi, if a certain piece of wire 10 meters long, ayan, so 10 meters long, itong length natin, and 0.10 centimeters in diameter has a resistance of 100 ohms. So 100 ohms ang resistance natin. So tapos ito, hindi natin kailangan yung area dito. Ang ilalagay natin, volume na lang dahil, ayan, yung na-derive natin, ito na yung bagong equation natin. Okay, so volume lang dito, lagay ko lang dito volume. Pwede na natin hindi i-solve yung volume nitong nasa given natin na may 0.10 cm na diameter. So ilagay ko lang dito volume. Pwede nang hindi i-solve. Okay, gawa nitong second natin statement dito, what will its resistance? So ang hinahanap natin resistance, so lagay ko dito R. What will its resistance be if it is uniformly stretched so that its length becomes 12 meters? So yung length daw natin magiging 12 meters. Pero kung i-analyze natin mabuti, ito ay same wire. Same wire ito. So ibig sabihin ang volume dito sa una, tapos yung volume dito sa pangalawa ay magkaparehas lang. Kasi ito in-stretch lang, pinahaba. Pero syempre, consider natin na wala namang nabago dito sa wire, humaba lang, wala namang natanggal na part ng wire. Ibig sabihin ang volume nitong una tsaka volume ng pangalawa ay parehas lang. Kaya hindi na natin kailangang i-solve. Kasi pag sinolve natin gamit yung formula ng area ng circle para ma-solve yung volume, ang masosolve natin na volume dito sa una ay yun din ang gagamitin natin na volume sa pangalawa, tapos maka-cancel out lang yon. Okay? Kaya nilagay ko na lang dito ay V. So parang pampagulo lang pala yung 0.10 centimeters, hindi natin kailangang ilagay yan. So tapos, gamitin na natin yung equation natin. So para mas madali, ang gagamitin ko yung pangalawa na, yung solve for K. I-solve natin yung K para sabay na natin isa-substitute. Lagyan lang ng subscript 1 ito. Itong pangalawa ay subscript 2. Okay, so therefore solve for K. Yung V mapapapunta dito sa taas. Itong L square naman ay mapapapunta dito sa baba. Therefore K is equal to K, yung constant natin ay equal sa RV over L square. So therefore, ang equation natin, lagyan lang natin ng subscript yan. So R sub 1, V sub 1 over L square, ayan, sub 1 equals R sub 2, V sub 2 over L sub 2 square. So substitute lang natin ng mga given. Ang R1 natin ay 100. over V. So yung V sub 1 natin, V lang, over L sub 1, that is 10 meters, square natin. So we have 10 squared equals R sub 2. So yun yung hinahanap natin, R. Ang V sub 2 ay V lang, parehas lang yan. And then L sub 2, we have 12 meters, square lang natin ito. So we can cancel out, parehas silang may V, so maka-cancel lang yan. So tapos solve for R, itong 12 square mapapapunta lang dito sa taas. So therefore R is equal to, so we have 100 and then meron tayong 12 square. So 12 square, sulat lang natin dito. Tapos ang denominator natin ay 10 square. So ang 10 square ay 100, so maka-cancel out lang yan. So therefore, the final answer is equal to 12 square or 12 times 12, that is equal to 144. Therefore, the correct answer is letter C, 144 ohms ang ating resistance. Okay, so last number, number 200. Number 200, given that W varies directly as the product of X and Y and inversely as the square of Z, and that W equals 4 when X equals 2, Y equals 6, and Z equals 3, find the value of W when X equals 1, Y equals 4, and Z equals 2. Okay, so medyo madali itong problem na ito kasi given na lahat. Wala nang problem na i-analyze pa natin. Nakalagay lahat yung given. So buuin lang natin ang equation. Given that W varies directly. So W varies directly. So W equals K. Directly, ibig sabihin nasa numerator as the product of X and Y. So W equals K times product of X and Y. So we have XY. Pwede nang hindi ilagay yung parenthesis para malinaw lang na product ng X and Y. And inversely, ibig sabihin nasa denominator as the square of Z. So therefore, we have Z squared. Okay, so ang gagamitin nating solution, yung kanina, yung sinosolve yung K. So solve for K. So therefore, we have itong Z square. Punta lang dito sa kabila. So we have W Z square is equal to K and then times XY. Okay? And then divide both sides by XY. So divide both sides by XY. Therefore, we have W Z squared over XY is equal to K. So therefore, ang magiging formula na natin, lagyan lang natin ng mga subscript yan, W sub 1, Z sub 1 square over X sub 1, Y sub 1 equals W sub 2, Z sub 2 squared over X sub 2, Y sub 2. So ngayon, isulat na natin yung mga given natin. W, X, Y, Z. So meron tayong dalawang group yan ng mga values. So ang hinahanap natin ay find the value of W. So lagay lang natin yung mga given. W equals 4 when X equals 2, Y equals 6, and then Z equals 3. Find the value of W. So ito yung hinahanap. Lagay lang natin dito W when X equals 1, Y equals 4, and then Z equals 2. So i-substitute lang natin dito sa ating formula. Okay, so ito ang lagi kong ginagamit. Sinosolve ko na lang yung K para rekta na kasi ito. Mas makakatipid ng time tsaka ng space. Okay, so direct substitution lang. Ito yung mga subscript 1. Itong una. Ito yung subscript 2. Yung pangalawa. So therefore, we have W. So we have 4. And then Z. Z squared. So we have 3. So we have 3 squared over X sub 1, Y sub 1. So we have 2 times 6. Equal, so dito sa pangalawa, W sub 2, we have W, and then Z squares, Z sub 2, so we have 2 squared over product nito, so we have 1 times 4. So solve for W, so mas simplify lang natin, 2 squared, ito ay 4. 4 na lang ito, may 4 din dito sa denominator, cancel na ito. Itong 1, bali wala na yan. So ang value ng W, simplify lang natin ito, 4 divided by 2, so cancel out na yan, 2 na lang ang kakalabasan yan. 3 square, this will become 9. So therefore, we have W is equal to 2 times 9. We have 18 divided by 6. Therefore, the value of W is 18 divided by 6. The final answer is letter A, 3. Okay, so that's all. So thank you for watching and kita-kita tayo sa mga susunod pang math reviewer para sa engineering mathematics. Kung meron po kayong question, ay i-comment nyo lang dito sa aking channel, pwede sa FB group, or i-DM nyo ako sa aking messenger, RJ Enseñado. Okay, so bye-bye and God bless.